Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again with
We're
Fashion,
back.
Flair, and Lifestyle 45.
Take one. Action.
Oh,
You think
boy.
you think we was on the set of Beautiful Noise?
Yes.
Speaking of Beautiful Noise, I see we almost ready to rock and roll.
Yes, ma'am. We have been making the final adjustments in post production to just make sure that we cross our T's and dot all of our I's.
And not dot your T and cross your I.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
So we
Well,
should
that's
be
cool.
you should see ads breaking out here very shortly, telling people where to come to view the movie.
Oh, so that got we're gonna have a what you call it, a premiere.
God willing.
Okay, he gonna do it. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. So back to where we left off at. We were talking about Tracy Braxton losing her life with a battle of, esophagus cancer, as they reported.
Yeah.
And I for me, not that I never felt sympathy or sadness towards any person that lost a mother before my mom passed away. I could always sympathize, but I didn't understand that feeling. But losing a mother and having to see someone deal with the devastation of losing their mom is like the worst. Like, I instantly just get sad.
Yeah, it's a rough one.
It's so different. And like I said, you hear your friends lose their parent, you like, oh, you be there for them, but if you ain't experienced, you don't really know how the roller coaster go. It start off, but it's a roller coaster throughout time. And seeing that she got young children. And when I say young, I mean under, they in their 20s. I don't know if she have any little ones, but I think they probably like all in their 20s and maybe 30 or something like that. But that's still young. My heart goes out to her children, and then her siblings, her mother and her father still living. And then she have all her sisters, her brother, and if you've never lost a sibling before, you don't, like, I wouldn't know how that feel,
Yeah.
because I still have all my siblings, but you could relate because you have a brother, that's
Yeah.
deceased. So it's just an all around, like,
It's a tough time. I mean, make no mistake about it. It's a tough time
yeah.
because you get that feeling that a part of you is no longer here.
hmm
You know, and it's a tough time, and sometimes for people, it takes years to recover and to be able to move on.
Yeah. Because everyone experiences different, and sometimes your family members are taken away from you at a time that you may not be expecting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
devastation, somebody getting that phone call, and knowing that your loved one is ill and their days are numbered, is like, they're both death, but it's still two different types of experiences.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but yeah, she had esophagus cancer at 50. I'm like, wow, that's really something. But again, we all know it happens. But just to shed some light on Tracy Braxton passing away, I want to talk
Yeah.
about that. Glenn,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk Kanye West.
Oh, why?
Just a little, just a little.
For what?
I want to get your perspective on something.
Oh, God.
Now, him and Kim Kardashian is officially divorced, right?
Mm-hmm.
So prior to them being divorced, Kanye was on social media and everything else talking about Kim Kardashian. Something, or Pete Davidson, is something, had to do with those two. Do you think that what he was doing and how he was acting, was that considered stalking? or harassment, even though she was his wife?
Uh, I guess it could be considered that way. Um, I don't know a whole lot about. I saw some of the things he was saying and doing on social media.
Right.
Um, but you never know with these crazy people because you don't know if it's a part of them trying to be relevant and market themselves. You just don't know nowadays.
Yeah. And you know what? That's the bad part about it. That's the bad part about it. Like you said, a lot of times they do stuff for marketing purposes, and then it could be a thing of he might really be harassing her, but he's so belligerent in his actions for whatever. You don't really you don't take it serious.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You don't. These people are media whores. I mean, for lack of a better term. I mean,
That's very true.
how do you even know when these people are making a serious claim or not? You know,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
one day he wants to take pictures with the paparazzi, the next day he wants to fight them. It's just I don't know. I can't wrap my mind around that dude. The dude is, from what I understand, has been diagnosed as bipolar. So,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know, people who, and not to say that that makes him a bad person or a bad guy,
Right.
but it's just amazing to me that people, look up to this guy and call this guy a genius. And
With those actions.
yeah, and I just don't know for what,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he made some music and some gym shoes.
Right. And that's the thing, is like it's almost like people are enabling consumers, and that's when I say consumers, that mean people who listen to his music, or people who purchase his product. It's almost like you're feeding into what he's doing to say, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, but
You know,
there's
I think it's one thing not to know things that people deal with in their personal life, but then it's another thing when it's put out in the forefront, and you see it and you hear it every day, all day.
but I mean, if you think about it, there's been plenty of great people to make great music,
Yeah.
but I don't see what's so special about this dude. I really don't. I'm
I
glad that he has made a lot of money for himself,
mm-hmm.
and that's another black man who got a couple dollars, but in terms of him being this icon, I don't get it whatsoever. I really don't.
And the reason I asked you that question was because listening to, it might have been DL Hughley again. I don't know why he kept coming across my timeline, but he was just saying that his opinion was, if Kanye West wasn't the entertainer or celebrity that he was, the actions that he's doing and the way he's acting, he probably would be somewhere locked up
Yeah,
if he wasn't Kanye West.
yeah.
And what he's doing is considered harassment. Not to say that Kim isn't doing anything or Kim isn't saying anything. I don't know, because she don't talk a lot in the media as it relates to him. But from what I can see, to me, it seemed like he's harassing her.
But the thing of it is, I mean, you look at the whole relationship, and you have to wonder, is this stuff even real? Okay, they had some kids together, but this is the same woman that married somebody just for the sake of
Being
television.
relevant. But right, yeah, she did. But the other thing is, the worst of it all is that once, not worse, but she married him, and she had children by him. And you and I know, because we have children, your children can pick up personalities from so many different lines of family. And if he has mental issues, You have 4 children. You don't know which one of them. Hopefully, it'll surpass them. But if not, they can be doing acting the same way, or be diagnosed with those same mental issues that he has.
Yeah, I mean,
And you already knew he was like this before you married him. You know he was a little unstable. And then you married him and had kids. So I don't know what she, yeah. But I think he's harassing her. That's just my opinion.
Well, I mean, who knows? I mean,
yeah. I mean, I don't really. I'm not gonna say I don't care, but it's like they'll figure it out. But it just happened to be in the media.
Here's a clip from Trevor Noah about Kim Kardashian. Let's take a listen to this.
Oh, okay.
Kim and her sisters gave an interview to Variety where they talked about their lives and their business strategies. But one clip that's gone viral has rubbed many people the wrong way.
Kim Kardashian has sparked outrage among some people after offering women career advice during a recent interview with Variety magazine. Here's what she said.
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your f***ing ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. No toxic work environments, and show up and do the work.
Okay. I know a lot of people are pissed off at Kim. I know. But if I'm being perfectly honest, I can see this thing from both sides. I honestly can. Like, I can see it from Kim's side. I can see it from Kim's side, you know? She's like, you guys think I just take a few pictures and I go to a few events and then suddenly I'm rich and famous and you think it's easy, but it's not easy. And I understand that. Kim does a lot of work. She grinds all the time. She's a shrewd businesswoman and she's a mom to Kanye and the kids. But part of this idea that people have of Kim is Kim's fault. I mean, think about it. For decades, the thing that she's sold is not work. Yeah, in fact, she works really hard to look like she's not working hard. Every photo on Instagram, she's either on a beach or in a pool or in a hot tub. Basically, any relaxing body of water, she's there. You know, so I get why people have the idea that she doesn't work because you don't see it. You know, I mean, maybe Kim should put that stuff on Instagram. You know, put up photos of late night meetings, constant calls on product design. I mean, you can still do it in a bikini if you want, but the point is, you know, people should see more of the work. They'd understand. Like, take The Rock. Here's an example. Look at The Rock, right? Because of his social media, I know what it takes to become The Rock. I know if I'm going to try to become like him, I've got to wake up at 4 a.m. every day, lift every weight in the gym, and try not to laugh every time I have to work with Kevin Hart. I mean, how can you not? He's like he's a human, but he's like the size of like a little dog. Kevin, I can't even. Kevin, he's in my pocket right now. Damn. But here's the thing that maybe Kim Kardashian doesn't understand. It can come off as extremely condescending to tell women that the reason they're not successful is because they're too lazy to get off their asses and actually work. Because yes, Kim Kardashian works hard, but you know who else works hard? Most women. But what their asses don't have is Kim's luck to be born into a rich family with a famous lawyer parent and an even more famous Olympian step-parent. And all the access and the connections that brings you. Think about it. If you're lucky to have that, then yeah, there's a good chance that your hard work is going to make you successful. But don't forget how much luck has to do with that success. Anyone who says, just work hard and things will work out, those people are forgetting a major component known as luck. A lot of people work hard and they're still broke. In fact, a lot of the time, the broker you are, the harder you probably work. Yeah, my grandmother worked 10 times harder than me, but I'm bowling circles around that woman. Yeah, you hear that, Gogo? You can't touch me. You can't touch me.
He is so funny, but it's true.
It's true. You know,
like he said, you telling people what to do, and your life and mine, like that's just like her telling me that our lives are totally different.
Yeah.
You got way more connections than I. Not to say I could never have them, but you say your name. You say your father's name. You say Bruce Jenner name. Oh.
But was that work when you were having sex on camera? Is that, I mean, some people don't consider that work, and some people do.
It's work. It's work when you shopping your tape.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, like he said, I get what you're saying. Some people are lazy and they want the fame and the fortune, but they don't want to work. But at the same time, coming from somebody who is famous for a sex tape, and then you were already a socialite anyway, so you had connections anyway.
And you're
You was
not, and you didn't build your fame or your wealth through
grinding.
necessarily work.
No, you didn't. Not grinding at all. Because think about it. She was already a socialite. The tape just made her a little more relevant.
Yeah.
People knew who she was because she was a stylist. And she hung around Paris Hilton. So,
Exactly.
I get it. But at the same time, like he said, show more pictures of you actually doing work, and then people may just take you more serious.
Well, and the way that she delivered the message, get off your ass.
Get off your ass and work.
Well, guess what? Black people been getting off their ass in this country for 400 years.
Yes. And look, we still being the first something, first this.
In a lot of cases, they got off their ass and didn't even get paid.
You got that right. That is so very true.
It's sometimes it's the way that you deliver a message as well. Because she could have simply said, well, business women in America need to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah. And I've always been taught, like, sometimes you have to bring the bad in to highlight the good. So she could say, hey, how I started probably wasn't ideal. But once I learned, I learned better, I do better. But now I'm a businesswoman, and these are the steps I took. Or you have to get up and get off your butt and do some work.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if somebody asked her to explain her journey to get to where she is, can she actually explain it?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I wonder. I don't know. But I know one thing. Spring will be here in like 10 days.
Hallelujah.
Well,
whatever that means.
Huh?
I said hallelujah, whatever that means.
That you don't have to put on a winter coat. So today, let's see, spring will be, I think it's the 21st or the 22nd. Spring in 2022. I had it all up, but my computer went down. Yeah, March 20th is the first day of spring. So that's more like 7 days away. Today the 13th. So in 7 days, it'll be spring. And
that deserves an applause.
Spring is coming. So let's see what's trending for spring. I don't think much has really changed with fashion. I'm at the point where I feel like you should just do you. Create your own style. Be your own style, because to me, it's all over the place. So spring 2022 trends, you have cutouts. And if you're not familiar with what cutouts is, that's probably, not probably, but that's a dress or a shirt that have cutouts. So sometimes you'll have a full silhouette and then her waist got the openings in it. So it's fitted in the front, but then you have the side waist opening. You have mini skirts. I won't be wearing a mini skirt because I just won't. The colors are like lime green.
No. You can't
blues.
just say I just won't.
I just wear a mini skirt?
You said I just won't.
I won't wear a mini skirt.
Well, now we want to know why you won't.
Because I think I'm too old for a mini skirt.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to wear it the same way as if I was when I was 20, maybe even 30.
So
it's a little different.
Maybe you could move to a mini.
Glenn, if I moved to a mini, then I wouldn't be wearing, I couldn't bend over, I couldn't squat, I couldn't do nothing. So how about I keep it just above my knee?
Oh, okay. That's cool.
A mini skirt is at your thigh. You see how them ladies be walking with them little dresses on, they pull it down, and then they walk again. That's a mini.
Okay.
But thigh length. But, regular length is just above your knee.
Okay.
But yeah, I won't wear a mini skirt because I won't be able to wear it like I did when I was 20.
Probably a fall down the steps trying to get down the stairs.
That's what's gonna happen to you when you get ready to go to the gym tomorrow morning.
Boy, that'll be the day.
Glenn, have you ever had a gym membership?
No.
Have you ever consistently worked out?
Well, walking?
I'm talking about in the gym.
No.
Guess what?
What?
Me either. I don't know what it is about the gym. I just cannot. I just can't. It's not a place. It's not a place for me.
I probably wouldn't be able to focus because I'd be steady looking at the women working out.
You probably would.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, and if I was in the gym and it was men and they look, I would be looking too. I mean, I got eyes. I stay out there for to look. You ain't got to touch, but you can look. But yeah. But I'm just the person that I need like movement. So going from one machine to the next machine don't work for me. Now, I've done CrossFit, which is like circuits where you do this, but you do jumping jacks and then you move to something else, and then you move to something else, take a break. I can work out like that. But being in the gym on a treadmill, nah, can't do it.
Well, I do my little walks and I about leave it at that. And then, when the artists are rehearsing, I get a decent workout with rehearsing with them. But, in all honesty, since COVID, we haven't really been doing rehearsals.
Oh, yeah. Because, believe it or not, it's really weird. Not weird, but how when you're not in entertainment or actress or actor, like on the big screen, you don't even really know what it takes for an artist to prepare for a show. And I did not realize that rappers, singers, whatever you do on the stage, you have to continually work out, especially like cardio.
Yeah.
To keep your heart going so that you can sing and dance and work the stage all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would have never thought how important exercising is for that. And if you out of shape, you can tell because guess what? You can't get past the first 4 lines of a song without being out of breath if you got to move.
Absolutely. So you have to be, you have to have your chops up, as we say.
Yeah.
You have to be able to breathe properly.
Yeah.
You have to know where to get your rest and where to work hard. You can't just go full out for the whole performance. You have to have periods in the performance where you're coasting and you're conserving your energy so that you can finish strong.
So that's what rehearsal typically is.
Yes, it's perfecting the performance.
Well, I'm glad they got a perfected performance because, I don't think I could do it because I'm lazy. When it comes to working out, they'll be like, Miss Norman, we need you to do some jumping jacks.
You lazy. You can't wear a miniskirt. You don't like to cook. You know what? I got to ask Jason, what the hell is he still there for?
It's not your beauty. It's your beauty. I don't know. I mean, I'm not lazy. I'm just not an active person in the exercise area. But I'm not a lazy person in general.
I got to hit you with this one.
What kind of shit is that?
I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this much. For all of my ladies out there that's in there, I'm going to even go back. I don't care what age you are. What I realized is once I got over 40, I realized how eating and exercise literally, honestly plays a major part in your success at being a older woman that still got it going on. That still attract attention You know, people say you look younger to be your age. I get that now. But it comes from, you know, you have to change the way you eat and you got to exercise. Some form of exercise. I ain't saying you got to go hard, but like Glenn said, you getting out, walking, and doing stuff like that. That's important. And when I see some women who are my age, sometimes younger, and they're not in shape or they don't even try, you know, to change a little bit, I just be like, I don't see how you function. Because at some point, your body tells you, like, I don't want that. You don't want all the grease. You don't want all the heavy food. You know what I mean? It's like your body tell you that. So when you see women and they're in shape, just know that takes a lot of hard work and dedication.
Yep, it does.
It definitely does. Because if you saw my trainer, and she's a little, I'm not going to tell her age because she probably don't want nobody to know, but she's a little older than me, and she is very, very much in shape. But again, she said it take a lot. I eat a certain way, and I make sure I exercise a certain way. But she says it's 20% exercise and 80% of what you put in your stomach, in your mouth. So if you change the way you eat, you can have a better diet. I mean, not a better diet, but a better outcome with your body, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Glenn, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We've had a few interruptions. No problem.
Oh, boy.
But
we'll get it together, Nita. I don't know. I guess we're going to have, maybe if we could get you in the studio for a few shows. I don't know. It's, you know, you done got so used to sitting at home doing your show.
Me in the studio? I ain't been in the studio. Do I get to bring my backdrop?
That's up to you.
I'll think about that. I think I did say I was going to come in at least once out of a month.
Oh, this is, oh, wow.
What?
Whatever you say, Mrs. Norman.
Yeah, okay, Glenn, I'm going to work on that, okay?
Did you sell Jason's Gucci boots?
No. No, somebody got their eye on them.
I was just wondering.
No, you know what's so funny is that, you know, Prada gym shoes, you know, are a thing now. You know, they never go out of style, but, you know, people wasn't wearing them as much. So they back in the stores. And he had several pair. You know how you stop wearing stuff? He's like, oh, I'm gonna sell these. Now people wearing them. And the ones that he have are from probably about, well, little Jason 15. So like maybe over 15, maybe 15 years ago. And they don't even make them like that. So when people see the ones that he has, they still ask them where you get those from.
I think today is my daughter's grand opening for her boutique. I have to call her and see if it's today. I think it is.
Oh, Lord. You think it is, Glenn?
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, call her and just say, what time the grand opening start? Don't ask.
Yeah, I'm trying to look her number up right now, see if I can get her.
Yeah, you got to say, what time does the grand opening start? Because I was on my way.
Right.
Don't say, is your grand opening? She's going to be like, you didn't remember? What time is it? Did you say 3 or 4?
Yeah,
that's like that.
That'll be pretty slick.
Huh?
I said, that'll be pretty slick.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Slick way. Well, to my viewers and listeners, I thank y'all for tuning in today and sticking it out with me and Glenn. Of course, you know, we'll be back Saturday. But in the meantime, you want to connect with me, check me out, Facebook. For Wind Down Wednesday, I'll be on at 9 o'clock on Wednesday. And, of course, this week I'll have some new exciting news. But, yeah, so catch me Wind Down Wednesday at 9 o'clock on my Facebook page, which is Pure Essence Resale. And I will tune back in with you guys on next week.
Flair lifestyle. Flair lifestyle. Yeah. What's the topic for today? Come and join in.